Hey guys, what's up? My name is Will and welcome to Will React. Usually what I do on here every single time is to react to Nigerian sounds. In this video, I'll be reacting to Burna Boy's I Told Them, the main song on the album, and the song the album is named after. Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, that's it. So Burna Boy actually featured GZA on the song, and for those who don't know who GZA is one of the founder members of the Wu-Tang Clan. And the Wu-Tang Clan is actually a hip-hop clan, sorry. And pretty much that's it. So let's just get right down and see what the song says.
1, 2, 3. Whoa! Yeah, 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 yo, yo. I told them, yeah, 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 yo, yo. I told them, yeah, 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 yo, yo.
So this is actually giving off. I grew up in a Riverine area in Nigeria, and I pretty much understand the whole. I grew up with a couple of ethnic groups and all that, and even tribes. And this particular song is actually giving off some really calm, mellow, just like it's so natural, the sound, like pretty much what you will hear from like the Elijah people. You understand what I'm talking about? For those who have been around them, or for those who are actually Elijah, you would probably understand what I'm talking about. But it's given a whole lot of that vibe right now, and it's so mellow. The fact that the Afrobeat influence on this particular song is very hard is actually what makes it even better, because you have like a very naturistic, sound, and then you have like the Afrobeats doing its thing in the sound. Like it's so magical to the ears right now.
Yeah, 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 yo, yo. Whoa! Yeah, 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 yo, yo. I told them I'm a genius. I had to show them what the meaning is. 100,000 hands where the ceiling is. I told them I'm the highest. With the drip, I'm the flyest. 100,000 hands where the sky is. I told them I'm amazing. They told me I was crazy. Nothing ever changed.
So I get where the song is coming from already. So I think he's actually taking his victory lap right now. For the record, it's normal for pre-growth, like before you become before you grow, before you become whoever, it's normal for people to like doubt your ability, doubt your growth, doubt how far you go, and then eventually you get to that point. And I think that's pretty much what's playing out here, because he's probably given the impression that a lot of people doubted him. He told them maybe he could never go far, he could never do this and that, and then he said, you know what, I'm amazing, I'll do a lot of things, and I'll actually become very big. So pretty much what he's doing here.
Told them I'm a giant, real African giant, self-confident, self-reliant. Told them I'm the master.
Okay, self-reliant. I don't know about that though, but
They told me I wouldn't prosper. I told them, say them be bastard. And then they joke you, say me can't stop smoking.
but wait.
Confident, self-reliant. Told them I'm the master. They told me I wouldn't prosper. I told them, say them be bastard. And then
Why is Burna Boy's life very hard? Why? Well, I think it's pretty much the response you give to anybody who says you wouldn't prosper, but
then they joke you, say me can't stop smoking you. Happy then one don't see you. Me and they feel pain, but I move forward and I switch lanes. Because Odogo no be nickname. They say who be this person. I told them I'm Big 7. But
So the Big 7 reference is the fact that this particular album is his 7th studio album, and the whole thing right now pretty much is like talking about his journey and all that, but we'll come to that in a minute.
time for your body in a split second. Put me on your song, it's a hit record. If I put you on, you a rich nigga. Yes, I told.
Yeah, I think I like that anyways. He's saying that, you know what, if you feature me on your song, I mean, it's going to really do well. But in the event that I bring you on my song, you're going to be very wealthy.
I told them I'm a born winner. I stay humble because I'm a born sinner. I told them that I was the realest. For some reason they didn't believe it. So here we are. I told them from the start.
I think I would. It's so the whole thing pretty much right now is coming up as a victory lap, right? He's taking like a victory lap because this is seventh studio work and seventh studio project, and he is pretty much like saying that, you know what, this is all I've been through, my journey. This is what people have said about me. This is what doubters have said. But this is me coming back and doing this. This is me becoming big in what I've done or what I'm doing. And you know, the message is pretty very clear, and it's like a message to his doubters, to people who have, you know, like looked at him and said probably nothing good could come out of him. So he's now coming back to tell them that, you know what, I think I'm big enough to be able to say that. I told you guys from the very beginning that's, you know, I'll probably be like the biggest star. But I mean, let's just go back and see.
Right from the very start, I told them, I told them they were gonna see this. For some reason they didn't believe it. So here we are. I told them from the start.
What is that, the song? Okay.
Right from the very start, I told them, I told them they were gonna see this. For some reason they didn't believe it. So here we are.
Which one of you is the abbot? I want to join the temple.
We shine light that travels in waves at an unbelievable distance and days. Radio, micro, infrared, and ultraviolet. Pictures so beautiful I had to film a pilot, coined a new brand of philosophy that form images in your mind, quite different from photography. Anointed few, a point of view of the thinkers. No pitch, that's a glitch, full of hook lines and sinkers. The way the wise look at life, the manner of the thoughtful. There's no benefit if it's not resourceful. Fortified the observers, they get something from it. It become routine. Been there and done it. I'm in a place where perception is developed. If you can't walk in these shoes, then your feet will swell up. A medium by which thoughts are made clear beneath the surface, but only heard in the inner ear.
Woo. It's a very good song, to be candid. I like the fact that he actually dedicated this song, this title, to taking his victory lap, because that's pretty much what the song is about. It was supposed to like become his victory lap song, to talk about his journey, to talk about how people underrated him, talk about his growth, to talk about his pain, to talk about his sacrifices, because he pretty much actually said a lot of things in the song. But I don't know. I mean, I pretty much understood what GZ was all about, because he was on about routine. It was all about dedication. It was all about work. It was all about stepping in my shoes. And I think Burna Boy has several times used that reference as well in the past. I think in about 2-3 albums ago. But if I were to take a victory lap in a major seventh studio album, I'm not sure I'd want to actually feature anybody. That's my honest opinion. And even if I were to feature someone, I would want to actually feature someone who would be able to relate whatever I went through, even though it were to be in rap, but it were to be rap, it would probably be someone back home. That's my opinion, because I mean GZA's rap. It wasn't rap, for the record. It was more like spoken words, and it was very deep. But maybe didn't do it really well for me, because I just feel that he should have dedicated more time to talking about his thing here, rather than bringing GZA on board to talk about what he's saying, but in a very deep way. Regardless, I it's a very solid song. I think I'll do like a 7 or 8 for the song over 10 if I were to rate the song. The reason I can actually say it's a 10, it's a solid 10 for me, would be the fact that GZA was featured in the song. And surprisingly, the owner of the song and the one celebrating the milestone or the achievement in itself actually had to do just one verse in the song, which is surprisingly weird. Because when you listen to songs like Twice as Tall, I mean, he had enough time to really like pour out his heart, talk about his pain, talk about the disappointment of that Grammy he didn't win at the time. But in this one, he just did one verse and it was just coming back to pre-chorus and all that. I don't know, but it's a very good song. Typically, I just don't think that. And the fact that, of course, I know Jeezy is actually a member of the Wu-Tang Clan, but the whole gong effect and kung fu effect, I think, were not exactly as necessary because I get what they were on about the abbots joining the temple and all that. And the whole thing is, the whole name of the group actually sounds Chinesey and all that, but I don't know. Let me say 7. Let me give this a solid 7/10 because if it were to be him alone pouring out his heart, I like songs where people actually show a lot of emotions and talk about your pain, talk about your journey, talk about a lot of things. It makes a whole lot of sense because people are always, easy to relate to such kind of songs. But when you do a song and then you do one verse and then you bring on someone to do like a poetic spoken word and it kind of leaves people wondering what's up. So, but generally speaking, it's a very solid song. Just that it's getting a 7 from me because it should have been him alone, by my opinion. But my opinion is my opinion, anyways. That's why I'm not recording. But that said, this is how far I can do on this. And I really probably my review, my reaction to this is probably going to get a lot of people worked up. But it is what it is. So let me know what you guys think by leaving comments down in the comment, by leaving your comment down in the comment section. But it's pretty much how far I can do on this. So guys, peace out.